This is the Mosen Mortgage Program with Sarah Mosen. Mosen Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550. And now, here's your host, Sarah Mosen.
It's Monday, folks. It's great to be back here again. And here we are at spring, and we're getting some sunshine, and always wonderful having you here with me, Christina, from our Mosen team. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing really well. I think that there's always the interesting facts that we see and hear about, and some of the stats that we were covering today. How many times do Americans move, an average, according to the Census Bureau?
We had shared this earlier, over 11 times.
Yeah, 11.7 times. Isn't that? I mean, that's quite
insane
a number. Yeah.
To me, I would think, because one of my least favorite things to do is move. I'd rather just keep expanding on my home than have to pack it all up. Because,
which you do.
Well,
you've added a couple of things.
I have, but it's a lot easier than packing up, a U-Haul, the moving truck, and getting all your friends and family over and then resituating into a new house. But when it comes down to the logics of it for families, if you have to relocate for work or for employment or for family situations, you do look into the scenario of having to sell your home if you currently own a home, or look at purchasing into another area. And it is still a great time to be able to take advantage of this, because there is the great opportunity with where programs and interest rates are. Right now, there's the program for our servicemen and women where you have to put 0% down in purchasing on a home, and it qualifies for all these great additives that are with it, and it's well deserved for all of our servicemen and women. And there's also a low down payment program for your primary residence, where you only have to put 3.5% down for your home, and the interest rates on all of these programs are ridiculously low. So I can't express to you how much now's the time, if you're ever going to look at buying or even refinancing a home or looking at pulling equity out of a home. Now is definitely the time to do it, because like you always say, it's the perfect storm. I can't stress it enough. Do not miss out on this opportunity. You want to take advantage of it, because it will not be here very long. You're getting a lot of home for a little money, or a lot of money for a little money is another way to look at it too. If you're looking like me, like you would want to expand on a home, what a great time to do it.
Well, you're a prime example, because there's just this thing where people say, well, I have to move in order to be able to have a bigger home because of my needs. You, on the other hand, I can expand on my home by adding to the property without having to move. So either way, we're able to be of service. You can call us at 1-800-662-9550, because the bottom line is this: if you have kids and you love the school district, but your house is not big enough because you're having that second or third child, you can stay in that home and do the renovations that are needed by refinancing and doing a cash out. And at the same process, think about paying off all of the debt that you may have, so that you get rid of the credit cards, you get rid of student loans, and you start fresh. You renovate the home. You don't have to pay more money towards a bigger home. You just add on. If you love the property, if you love the school district, why move into a new neighborhood?
Right. And my thing, and my mom always used to tell me, you can't put a price tag on good neighbors.
Yeah, it's true.
So I didn't want to have to risk it, roll the dice, and, move to another neighborhood when I'm not too sure about my neighbors. I could see the stars at night at my house. I don't want to get too close to the city with light pollution, and who knows what the taxes are, who knows what the neighbors are, and who knows what the house might entail. But, life's an adventure. If you're looking at moving, what a great time to be able to take advantage of this now, with the opportunity, with the rates being so low, with the down payments being so low. Even look at purchasing on investment properties or second homes, like a vacation home. Who doesn't want a vacation home, get out of, the winter weather sometimes in the winter, and be able to have a nice vacation home in Florida, or maybe even in Virginia. It's a nice time to be able to take advantage of this opportunity, because houses are still selling for a lot less than they were a few years back, and the interest rates are so low. So with those two things combined, you're getting a lot of home for little money.
Right. And the renovations that could actually decrease your home's value, because it's important to also have an idea of what you want to invest in.
Sure.
I mean, you certainly don't want to remove closet space because everybody needs closet space. You don't want to change the garage into living space. Everybody needs to literally use that space for cars. Unless you're going to live in that home for the rest of your life, you're not planning on selling it, then obviously that's a renovation that you could choose to do. The bottom line is that do not pay more when it comes to either renovating, because you can actually do that through refinancing your current mortgage. The time is perfect. The rates are super low, and the process is really simple. So we are approving folks from 580 scores to 800 scores. And the number here, 1-800-662-9550. I was just chatting with Christina and our team the other day, because I believe that your health is your wealth, and a large part of your health is related to your finances. So the stress factor of not being able to participate in things that are important, time with your kids, your community, your church, being of service, giving back, because your finances are so tight that you're living paycheck to paycheck. So take advantage of reducing the debt or eliminating your debt by simply refinancing. And that $400 or $500 a month that you're putting towards your credit card payments or car loans, that money is yours. You don't need to have a second or a third job, and you're able to at least have that freedom factor. So it's really important for your health. It's important for the time you have set aside for family and faith versus having to work 2, 3, 4 jobs.
We're exactly right. You want to work because you want to take care of your family. You want to take care of help take care of your church. You want to help take care of your neighbors. You want to help take care of those that are close to you. You don't want to work because you want to take care of the big banks.
Exactly. And we're always here. So ask the question. The big part of everything that we have to really look into is the yes factor. And we're all about saying yes when it comes to Mosen Mortgage. Certainly, I am all about overcoming fears. I did a run and a cycle challenge for the Juvenile Diabetes Fund the other day. And believe me, it was a cold day. And running outside is really not my thing. And, I ended up doing it. It was so much fun. There were 70 people who participated through one of the fitness studios. And I think that life's a team sport. So I've always said, challenge yourself, ask questions, do things that are going to matter, and be in a place that you can be of service to your friends, your family members, your faith. And typically what happens is financial issues are reasons why we can't invest in people, in our faith, in our families. We're too busy working. We're trying to live just paycheck to paycheck. We can eliminate that by refinancing, or even the mortgage-free option. So mortgage-free option for folks who are 62 years of age, you can actually now live in your home mortgage-free, have the deed of the property, will the property to whomever, not have to worry about a mortgage payment. And for a lot of folks out there who are worried because they may have missed a mortgage payment or they may be heading to foreclosure, it is not based on your credit score, your income. Rather, it's based on the equity of your property. And in order to proceed with this, you have to go through an educational seminar through the government where you get a certificate of understanding, and then you proceed with us and we pay for the appraisal so that there is no out-of-pocket cost for you. The bottom line is the worst thing you can do is pay into a home and not be able to hold on to that home, or have to downsize because you can't afford the mortgage payment at 62 years of age and above, or you can't even afford the property taxes. You may not even have a mortgage.
Right. Right.
In some cases where we've had our listeners who were just struggling with property taxes and were not holding a mortgage, were looking at losing their homes. And imagine a property that has $400,000 in cash, which you can't take money out because you're delinquent on property taxes, or your scores are too low, or your income is too low. So the mortgage-free option, I encourage folks just to ask the question, find out privately through us. Call us at 1-800-662-9550. Any last words, Christina, on upcoming things that are happening in the market?
It's definitely a time to look into the purchasing sector. It's the new hot ticket item that is in the mortgage industry, especially since the weather's changing and people are out there and the houses have the flowers growing outside. But it's also a great time to be able to tackle the market with it too and use that to your advantage. So do take advantage of both. I do stress that you encourage friends, family, church, fellow churchgoers, parishioners, and talk with them about this so it's something that they can feel good about and thank you for as well, because it is such a great way to invest your time and your money.
With that, folks, stay well.
This has been the Mosen Mortgage Program with Sarah Mosen. Mosen Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550.